this hat, bitch.
Don't worry, I prompted that. I just love when he's like, you know any other Post songs you can rattle off the dome, like Wow or Congratulations, or maybe the one from the Spider-Verse soundtrack? It's just so fucking good.
This movie, you can just tell this movie was written by someone who was so, like, had their finger on the pulse, because there's so many niche references like that throughout this movie that I think make it so genius.
Well, I think this movie was written by 4 people specifically.
Well, yes, it was Molly Gordon,
a group of friends. Yeah,
Molly Gordon. Oh my god, what's their name? The one that plays Glenn.
Ben Platt's.
The Dear Evan Hansest. Dear Evan Hansen, Mr. Ben Platt, married the man who took over playing Dear Evan Hansen for him, which is that the first time in Broadway that happened? Like, so Ben Platt originated the role of Dear Evan Hansen. And then when he was Noah Galvin. I'm leaving the show, as Broadway actors often do, they were like, Noah Galvin. And then Noah Galvin was Dear Evan Hansen. And then, like, a couple years later, they're like, we're married. Yeah. So
they had a beautiful wedding, actually. I remember looking at the Vogue editorial of it.
Yeah, all of these people, these people that rotate in this circle, gorgeous weddings. Because I'm thinking of Beanie Feldstein's wedding.
Well, Molly Gordon's now with...
Stunning. Yeah, Jeremy Allen White. Have you seen?
Still?
They're like more officially again? Like, yes.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, because, okay, wait. Before we get into me asking about the lore, because I know Molly Gordon didn't go to Ben Platt's wedding, and that was a whole thing.
Yes. They don't follow each other anymore.
Can you introduce our guest?
Oh my god, yes. So hi, everyone. My name's Emily. I'm one of the hosts of this podcast, along with Dara, and this is my partner, Lauren.
Hi.
Lauren's here because they are a theater person, and it seemed exactly the perfect time to have them on.
Yeah.
Especially considering that this is like one of your favorite movies.
One of my favorite comfort movies. Like,
you were quoting this.
I was
beat
actually
for beat the entire time we watched this.
It was embarrassing, but it is just one of those movies that it's like when I watch Broad City, it's like they thought about even the little moments that you're not actually watching or like nothing's happening. Like even when they like zoom in on the little kids, like the throat coat scene.
And he's
like that's genuine. That's genuine throat coat. And it's like
the rate has always been $5.
Yeah, and it's like, how much time did they spend filming this random ass scene? And it's even like the money that they spent with having like those 500 children run when the cast list comes out. It's like like that was camera work. They were like this is, and I was saying to Emily when we were watching this, I was like, that is like the most realistic part of this entire movie. Like cast list comes out and like the woman like sighing right before, and she's like,
Amber's. The cast lists are up.
And it's like, I was like, oh my God, I've been there. I've experienced this.
Yeah.
Well, I did also go to theater camp as a child.
I was going to say, because you give us your background. Because Dara and I, everyone here knows that Dara and I were music people. We were in the music suite, but we were not in the theater.
High school.
In high school.
We did high school band.
Yes.
I think if you put a clarinet in front of me for my life right now, I could maybe hit you with a hot crust bun, but not much else, honey.
You can do some scales.
Ooh, a B flat major scale might do it for me.
But yeah, you did like little.
Yeah,
I
mean, I like danced for like 13 years of my life, but then in the summer I did like the summer theater camp in like a church basement, where you like put on random plays like Annie and Seussical, and it was like the 2-week fun thing. And then in high school I started doing tech theater, and then I was like, oh my God, this is so awesome and fun. And then I started doing that, and I went to school for technical production and stage management, and I've like worked in that. It's been like awesome, but it's so funny because I always say I'm like barely a theater kid, but it's because I don't listen to musicals all the time. But like watching that movie, I was like, the culture.
Cause it sucks you in. Once you're in it, it's hard. Like you don't really want to leave.
No, and it's even like it's just like it's one of those things like, oh, you don't get it unless you do theater. You don't get it unless you do it.
Well, it is a cult, and I think this
fully
movie,
a cult.
This movie shows it off perfectly.
And it's funny because this movie's like in theory like a parody of it, but half of it is like
it's
so realistic. Like the way Ben Platt's character is like, I'm head of acting, and the way he's like talking, he's like, acting is learning and then choosing to forget. Like that's literally how like teachers are talking to you when you're like 5 years old.
No, it was so real. Also, like the camper counselor like dynamic in this movie. Also,
It's
how
so
weirdly
inappropriate.
specific camp culture is too. Like when you get to camp and it's like there are these weird chants that everyone knows to do at the same time. It's like very culty, and yeah, I felt that movie also. But it's mostly because it's a bunch of people who are deeply entrenched in the real life Broadway theater scene, fully making fun of themselves in a way that I'm like, I cannot believe they're doing this with a straight face. Like,
It was brilliant.
so impressive. So like insightful and just like self-aware about how terribly obnoxious this group of
It
people
literally
is.
felt like a love letter to like your childhood like summer theater camp, like the way that when the counselors are being introduced on the stage and
Rebecca Diane.
the kids are
Had a music
screaming,
theory.
like that is another thing that I was like, I'm getting chills, like this is so realistic, because it was like you would introduce like, okay, here's Angela, your director for the season, and people would like scream at the top of their lungs. And I remember being essentially that like kid who's like, you know, not literally, I don't have gay dads, but like you're kind of the outsider, and then you're like, am I supposed to like understand this culture? And it's in like the girls that are having like the green screen that she has to do like her self tapes. I was like, this is just, it was so funny, like the whole thing. I like watched it and I was like, I can't look away. Like, it's so realistic.
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we probably sit on a similar plane, Dara, because while we didn't do like the musicals or anything like that, we were very adjacent.
We were right there next to it though.
Yeah, we were in the pit band for show choir, which this feels very adjacent to show choir.
And we did the musicals. We did the, you know, we were a part of the musicals.
It's very
we
serious,
were all
but like
adjacent to theater kid culture.
We were in it, so you see how
I harshly judged it when I was
harshly
next
judged
to
it.
it.
The marching band kids were
like,
judging the theater kids.
Yeah, well, because we were the ones that we were just in the pit band doing like the music for.
We're not like you. We're just the nerds that are in the pit band.
And we did think we were better than them.
Absolutely.
I was like, damn, y'all are taking this so seriously and you suck.
There is definitely the show must go on.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing is it's perpetuated by the teachers in our case, but those camp counselors that like truly do like, it's like and not that I've watched a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race, but it's the way that like Ru will scream at a girl on Drag Race.
I did that because I love you.
Exactly. Like these teachers will like go in on your ass.
Oh my god, like
and tear you apart
with the tear sticks. That scene, I could watch that over and over. Like when they cut and like Molly Gordon is literally like spitting up all over herself and she's like, get off the stick. Get off the stick. And then it's like the cut to Amos, like later when he's saying bye to everyone and they're like, I know that you were hard on me because you care. And he's like, harness this pain in the future.
Exactly. No, exactly.
It's like, because it is life or death. You're 8 years old and your teacher is like telling you if you don't get your shit together, you'll never make it to Broadway.
Yeah.
No, but the way I feel like camp counselors were so serious like that, talking to literal children.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I feel like theater people in particular also like it's 100% intensity all the time, and like also this codependent relationship that they show between Rebecca Diane and Amos. Like I feel like I see that so much in theater people just like glomming onto the person next to you and being like, we are one entity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, even like the way that they introduce the like plays that they're doing. I was like, holy shit! Like literally, my drama teacher in high school, like that is how she introduced what the plays we were going to be doing. It's like she had all these skits and like not in a cool way. Like no one that I was hanging out with thought what she was doing was cool. It was only the actors that loved it. And I was I was the cool tech kid. But then she would be like acting it out. Yeah, I was different. And then she's acting out like, oh, we're doing Pippin, and she's doing like circus things, and everyone's like, what the fuck? And it's like a mandatory meeting. And we're like, how do I succeed?
She's been practicing this for weeks,
years.
Mind you.
For years.
No, she like pulled you out of math to be here. You're like, dude, I'm missing a quiz.
But then there's like the perspective you don't have as a child, which is like, why the fuck are these people working with children for $2? And it's like, it's because they genuinely believe and care about the craft. Like Amos Klobuchar.
I love that we get a firsty lasty from him, and Rebecca Diane is just Rebecca Diane.
Rebecca Diane. Oh my god. It's so like, I wonder if this movie resonates with other people. Again, like having vibrated on the same frequency as a theater kid, you know, like next to it. So you kind of understand that whole vibe. So it's like, I understand the you know, isms and what they're making fun of, you know, to a certain point. But I wonder if this movie resonates with other people so much as it does with I do, because I see these characters and I genuinely feel like they are people I knew. Like Rebecca Diane is a girl that I knew. Troy is someone I know.
I could name 5 different versions of Rebecca Diane now.
Like when Rebecca Diane, when they're at the fire,
she's so real.
When they're at the fire and she starts like talking in the weird voice, and I was like, I feel like you're using a different voice than you were using 5 minutes ago. And she's like, that's my voice. That's my voice. That's how I speak.
And the way, though, that they are like self-awarely nailing that theater people do, they'll speak to you in a way that you're like, why the fuck are you talking to me like
it's amazing.
And I love an Io's character, like totally the straight man. She's like, it's getting kind of weird in here, and I think we should get more crunk.
She's like, and they're like, what are you doing here? And she's like, what are any of us doing here? And they're like, no. What are you doing here? Because it's like the thing where it's like you can't actually, like, she's trying to fake the fact that like she's like, oh, it's gonna be so easy to just like blend into this, but then it's like all the acting, like people that are in it, like Clive, the dance teacher,
oh my god, yes,
he is like, I wish there was more time, because like when he's doing his nighttime performance and he's just doing like an old burlesque number for some reason, and there's just the recurring fact that he like used to work in burlesque, and I'm like, it's so fucking realistic,
because that's all they would ever talk about.
And I was like, oh, back when I was famous, and all it was like he did like one show one time.
Well, it's the whole saying as well, like those that can't do teach. And that's exactly what it ends up being.
Or even when like what's her name, the really talented girl, Darla,
yes.
And when Amos is like, say something objective about me, just like anything.
Oh my god.
And she's like, you're an acting teacher, and he's like, oh, well, it's actually wildly inappropriate and problematic. I'm a performer who teaches full time. And it's like, that is the delusion. That is the delusion that like theater people, like half the people I know that live in New York that I went to college with, like that are like, oh, I'm working in New York as an actor. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're a server, and that's okay. But like,
we're not there yet.
We're not there yet, babe. But it's like,
it's important to have dreams.
That was the thing. It's like these people are so famous and so beyond it now that they're able to like make jokes about it. Like Ben Platt, who's like probably one of the most famous musical theater people, Broadway people that we know.
Absolutely.
But wait, okay, and so can we circle back though?
Yeah,
so
please.
Why, what was the cause of Splitsville between best friend duo Molly Gordon and Ben Platt? Does anyone know?
No one knows. No, she wasn't at his wedding, and they don't follow each other anymore. That's all.
No, I think they do. I think they refollowed each other because people were like praised B, because this is where I found out, because it was the refollowing. I'm like, what is going on here?
Do they think it could be the
refollow? What does Jeremy Allen White have to do with this?
Well, can I just say something? Because this is the kind of thing that I need Molly Gordon doing. I don't need her on The Bear. She shouldn't be there.
That character is just painful.
I unfortunately feel like a lot of people don't know about Molly Gordon in like actually good and funny shit, because they just know her from The Bear, and she's so annoying in The Bear that everyone thinks that she's annoying like that. I'm like, no, her character is just annoying.
She's literally written by man, and she's somehow an emergency room doctor, yet she always has time for Carmy, and she also has no personality. But then also like with Molly Gordon, I'm like, what are the odds that her and Ben Platt just did this for fun, like shits and giggles, and they're best friends, and they're like, let's unfollow each other and like make it seem like we're fighting?
I don't know.
I'd like to think it's that.
It's the fact that she wasn't at the wedding that really like.
What if she was working?
Maybe.
But yeah, people also speculate because she specifically was in Venice during his wedding, because people were like, she was posting on her Instagram story that she was on vacation, but it's like she could have. I don't know. That seems like a movie place. I don't know. Maybe she was working.
Interesting. But yeah, no, she really ate this up. And even I remember seeing promo for this before it came out and being really not sold on it because of Ben Platt, because I'm not really sold on Ben Platt. This was the thing that I was like, all right, I can get behind it. I can get behind it.
Remarkable. Actually, so remarkable that this movie, like, basically net zeroed I was about to say live action Dear Evan Hansen movie. That's hilarious.
I mean, it basically is. You're not wrong.
The movie version that they made of the stage production where Ben Platt is 38 years old and he's sweating in a wig, looking busted, and they're like, this man is in high school, and it's atrocious. Like, literally, I think it was a humiliation ritual.
I think I may have blacked out that happened in our culture.
Lauren, let me get you up to speed.
Dear Evan Hansen as a whole just like really hasn't aged.
Wasn't he like CGI'd weird or something?
Yes, because they de-aged him. They tried to de-age him, but it looked. Oh well, they did a second release. I think they did a second release. I think the movie came out and everyone was like, "What the fuck?" And then they released like a Snapchat filter version where he was a baby.
Yeah.
They put the baby filter on him.
It feels offensive. It feels offensive, honestly.
But his dad, for those who don't know, Nepo Baby, Mark Platt, his dad is Mark Platt, who produced Wicked, the original stage production of Wicked. He's the producer for it. And so he's gone on to, he's really in the pocket of Disney now. He produced the Wicked movies, but he also produced like a lot of the live action slop they're doing lately, like the Snow White movie, the Little Mermaid movie, like any of those. It's Mark Platt is doing that. And the whole thing that had happened was Rachel Ziegler is Snow White, and she reposted something about Palestine, and then Mark Platt, who is a Zionist, but his son Jonah, who's a Zionist, like was calling out Rachel Ziegler and was the one who like raised all of these issues. Then it was a whole thing that Mark Platt got on a plane and flied out and like met with Rachel Ziegler and was like, please delete those posts. And she was like, what the fuck is your problem?
And she didn't.
She didn't. Yeah, she's like, awesome. I'm not deleting the post. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You're bullying a 22-year-old.
And then it was basically like, oh, we're gonna blacklist her in Hollywood. Like, she'll never work a day again because I'm Mark Platt, basically.
Yeah, sure.
I was kind of wondering if that was having something to do with maybe some friendship fracturing, but Ben Platt has since, done as little as you can possibly do as a celebrity, which is repost something on your Instagram story, which he did of the Hannah Einbinder speech during the Human Rights Campaign that she gave. That was really good.
So he has shared a thing. Ben Platt has separated himself from his family's values on Instagram one time. Make whatever of that you will. So maybe there's a little of that sprinkled into the fractures, who's to say. But my disdain for Ben Platt does come from like a deep and real place, but he's so good in this movie and so self-aware that I'm like, I have to give you some credit, sir. I'm not really interested in holding any space for Ben Platt, but I will hold space for Noah Galvin because the star of this movie,
literally star of this movie,
Joan Still.
That is Joan Still.
The first when he's like fixing the wires and he harmonizes, and his assistant stage manager is like, "Wow, damn, Glenn, that's really beautiful. That's really beautiful." And he's like,
she was the only kid I vibed with.
She was like also another incredibly accurate like representation of like the tech kids. It was just so cute. And then when he starts like dancing across the stage,
can you make it harder?
And he's like, but if I was a real dancer, that'd be really hard. I really, though, the first time I watched this, had absolutely no idea that it was gonna be
as funny.
Well, no, that it was gonna be him as Joan.
No,
I literally was like,
not a clue. It was brilliant. It was
on your second watch, you totally see the lead up to it. You're like, oh, of course. Yes. But yeah, I also agree with you that drop the first time I saw this movie, which I also didn't know anything about this going into it. My bestie, who I see a lot of movies in the theaters with together, he loves Amy Sedaris, and we love Amy Sedaris together. And he was like, we have to go see this new Amy Sedaris movie. It's only playing at this one theater, like an hour away.
For 2 minutes.
And we were like, yeah, literally. In a coma for the whole time. But I was like, yeah, we can go see this Amy Sedaris comedy. And then I look up the cast and I'm like, I don't know about this, Kevy, because he was a musical theater kid. And I was like, is this going to be like cringe? And literally we were howling in the theater the whole time. Like instant classic rewatchability. Like you said, like that subtitle watch. While you're watching it the first time, you're like, I'm so excited to put this on at home with the subtitles so that I can catch every joke because every line of dialogue is so funny.
Well, because like Amy Sedaris, it's like just one of those things where you're like, she's such a good actor that even though she's only in this movie for total of 2, maybe 3 minutes, it's like incredible. Like when they're watching the auditions. And they like scream at the kid doing splits on stage. She was the first seizure-related incident related to Bye Bye Birdie to say county.
Also, can I just say the editing in this show, in this movie, is perfect. Like, I'm sorry, just the cutting between her like blinking and like the strobe light.
Yeah, it's just like, and she's so like, even the little thing. It's like every time I thought this movie like couldn't get funnier, like. There's never like a letdown with a joke. Even like it's so funny that they like show her like live streaming in the hospital and she's like dead. Essentially, they look and you're like, oh, she's lying asleep. Like that's the joke.
Yeah.
And then the joke is actually that's not even fucking her.
They stack
the S-Man.
Yeah.
They just stack a joke.
They just like keep going and then it's like the layered joke is that she wakes up and you're like, oh. It's like, it's just so fucking funny. Oh my God.
I don't know. Like anywhere that they can put a joke, they did. And it worked so well. Because I think there's a lot of movies, especially like Dara, we watched Wet Hot American Summer. And I think that they try to do that a lot as well. But it doesn't pan out because it's not funny.
That movie's a lot of flat jokes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like haha, alcohol, beer, sex.
Yes. Yes.
And the joke, that is the joke, is that we're pretending to be kids having alcohol and beer and sex. But that's
this is not that funny.
No, but it's like even with like the tear stick scene when they're like running onto the stage. It's like the joke is that they're like she's using.
Yeah.
But then it's like no, they're jumping onto the stage via splits or they're doing like a whole barrel roll to get onto the stage for no reason. You know, it was like them being like, can we do another take? Actually, I'm going to like barrel roll.
Well, I just have to assume that half of this movie is improv.
It's just friends having fun.
Exactly. Because also like watching this movie back, I was just sitting there thinking how much fun it must have been to be these kids pretending to be at summer camp. Because you know they were all just theater kids. They had to be.
Io scene when they're like talking about stage combat. What is it? Like it pushes the envelope of theater. And she's like, no, like.
Can someone give me an answer that's not poetry?
Like poetry? It's like a legal definition. Oh my God. It's like, it makes your heart skip a beat, but safely. And it's like, you know, they scouted these kids like from theater camps.
Oh, easily.
I really would love to know how they cast these kids because they were so talented.
Genuinely. Well, can we talk about the fact that the musical was actually
like low-key good? I would see that.
I would have seen Joan still. I'm sorry, the Studio 54 scene, hysterical. The Glenn drop.
The giant nose, the giant paper mache nose, the big white feather boa that goes across the stage. Like, drag queens need to steal that. That was so fucking funny.
Like a little callback to that earlier, which you don't pick up on the first watch, which is like Ben Platt's character going, giant paper mache nose? And he's like talking on the dock to his like self-recorder, and you're like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" And then later you see the giant paper mache nose.
It's just the details.
It's the
details in this movie. Like one of the things that made me howl so bad is right at the end where they're doing the big final number, and like Molly Gordon and Ben Platt are coming together and like reconciling or whatever. And then she goes and right in the middle of it, she picks up the mic and does the background singing because the kids can't hit the notes. You know what I mean? Because that was, oh my God, it was so real. Because we definitely, like, I just remember having those teachers have to, like, step in and be like, all right, well, I gotta play this part.
It's like in the middle of their conversation. She's like, I'm sorry, I never meant to do this. Picks up the microphone. Oh my God.
The realest thing about Rebecca Diane to me was, like, that sort of, like hippie white woman who thinks she can do Reiki type energy coming off of her, and she's like holding all these healing seminars for the children. The past life seminar. You're the oldest soul in this room. This is your last life. So funny.
You
were the first lesbian nurse.
And then he's like, "You were president, bro," and she like salutes. After she's like, "You were the president."
Like, again, I just have to assume that this is half of this is just improv.
Yeah. Well, I was watching the past life scene, and I was like, "Oh my god, we had those accordion walls at my church as a kid."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my god, I
It's
know
so
exactly where they
specific.
filmed this." Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they had to have filmed this on an actual camp.
Yeah, like, oh my god, everything about it. And even like Amos,
wonder.
when he's like talking into the thing, he's like, "Pay mom rent." Oh my god.
But the camp in the movie is called Adirondacks, which is like so stupid and funny.
Yes.
But I was curious, so I was like Googling about it, and it's based off of a real summer camp in like upstate New York or whatever. I thought, I guess there's also an Anna Kendrick movie called Camp that's also about theater camp that's also about this camp.
My
Whoa.
theater friends are. I was literally, when you were asking about the double features, that was one of the movies, and I was like, no one's gonna know this fucking movie.
Oh,
It's like a cult movie for theater kids.
Okay, yeah.
It's like very low budget.
Because it's
Sure.
about theater camp,
Yeah.
but this movie and this Anna Kendrick movie are both specifically referencing this New York summer camp that a lot of like industry people go to, and it's called Stage Door Manor.
Yes.
And I was like
Oh my
on
God.
their website,
Yes.
and I was like Googling, and
Real.
as of right now, it costs $11,000 to attend there for the summer. I think it's 6 weeks.
Oh my
So, and I think you probably have to like audition, and they have a whole like our
Oh, I'm
alumni
sure.
part of their website that's like Robert Downey Jr., like very like
Well, I'm like, I
very
wonder if
famous
this is the camp
actors.
Molly Gordon and Ben Platt went to in those videos.
You would have to assume.
You would have to
right?
assume if that's how
Yeah.
they like, because how else do all these famous people meet in like a like
yeah.
Well, because I had heard
that
about
bubble.
Stage Door Manor like via people that I'd like worked with,
Mhm.
but it is like the elite kids summer camp. Like I had one of those in my town growing up, and it was definitely like $5,000 at least to go there for the summer
Mm.
Mhm.
and that's why I went to the one in the church basement.
Of course, yeah.
But it's just like it is like your parents that are like, or whoever is like taking care of these kids, like putting in the money to like make your kid a star one day.
Oh, absolutely.
And like the parents calling Troy, being like, "I can't
Oh
believe you didn't make
God.
my kid a star. My kid's gonna be a lead by tomorrow." Like that's real.
Oh, absolutely.
Like whenever Castless would go out in my high school, the drama teacher would get calls like
Yeah.
throughout the day of like parents being like, "You're gonna make my kid a lead,"
Uh-huh.
and she's like, "No, I'm not." Like, what? This is so bizarre.
It's amazing the
Yeah.
entitlement that
Offering a
that was-
fundraiser
that
like-
went around in a music suite, dude.
Yeah. For the music suite. This was the drama suite.
Oh, you had a specific drama
there was
suite?
the music suite and then there was the drama suite.
Oh,
It was shared,
Oh,
so-
yeah. See,
We ran that town. It was the music suite. They were renting from us.
No, but honestly, seeing that cast list scene though did make me like
Oh,
it makes me
triggers.
tear up.
It's so sweet.
It's so
Well, it's like their whole life.
exactly, which they get into it
And
in the movie.
It's even the little editing where it's like the music is like the waiting music as they're all looking. And then
Uh-huh.
it's like that.
it's the
Like the
it's,
tempo goes up. It's like so.
it's the sweetest thing, and I think that's the thing I've really enjoyed about this month is like we've talked a lot about how there are good camp movies, there are bad camp movies, but like a lot of it is very earnest, and I think this one does like a beautiful job of
Yeah.
balancing it because it's so hysterical, but at the same time it really is like does
It's wholesome.
yeah,
quite
it's very
yeah.
wholesome and it rings true. And like, what is it? The mixer, the dance mixer.
Oh my god, yes, with the camp.
Yeah, with the other camp,
neighborhood
with
camp.
Lakeside.
Send my regards to Broadway, bitch.
It's just yeah, perfect.
Oh, and
Like,
the one
that was
boy is
so
playing
cute.
football, and
Yeah.
they're like, "We thought you were gonna come manifest with us," and he was like, "They just said that the theater kids couldn't play football."
I was saying
That's
that.
right.
I was proving them wrong. But even like him, when he like sees his name on the cast list, he's like,
Oh.
he's so excited. And
Uh-huh.
it just, I just love the like whole thing that he has gay dads and they sent him there to like, for exposure therapy.
The way he comes out too.
I learned to live in my truth as a heterosexual man.
We knew.
We
We
knew.
always knew. But no, that's honestly even and the final song, I tear up.
It was, yeah. It's just like, oh. And
Camp isn't home, but isn't it kind of?
Kind of it is.
It kind of is.
I think it kind
sort
of
of.
is. Oh, this movie is so good.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Wait, the peppers were pickled when he picked them. Peter picked a priority. And what was the priority that Peter picked? Friends, family, connection. He picked a life. And what will we all be picking today on Chocolate or Vanilla, Jen's interim podcast segment, where it says two things, and much like Peter, we will pick ourselves our own priorities. I don't know. I just really like when Ben Platt said that in the movie. So I felt it was relevant to the scenario. Jen is here. Jen, is there a theme this week?
There is no theme. Off the dome.
Yes.
Hell
Emily's
yeah.
favorite.
And there are four of us speaking. Dara, that's me. I'm speaking. I will answer first. Then Emily, then Lauren, then Jen. And we circle back, and then Jen will ask us another question. Are we ready to go?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
Chocolate. Chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry?
Chocolate.
Strawberry.
Vanilla.
Strawberry. Okay. Bratz dolls or Polly Pockets?
Bratz dolls. Bratz dolls are more fun and cunty. And Polly Pockets, I do feel like the joke is like you could chew on the shoes, and that was a really good time for everyone. But ultimately, as a product, I just respect Bratz more. And when they're like, Sabrina Carpenter is going to be in the Polly Pocket movie, I'm like, what is the story of Polly Pocket? I guess we'll have to find out.
Isn't Lena Dunham supposed to be behind that too, though?
I think she dropped it.
She dropped it?
She dropped it.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe never mind.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they're going forward with that, though. However, I think I wasn't allowed to have Bratz dolls.
Neither.
Because they were hoochie mamas?
Yes.
That's always what moms would say. I always feel like they were like, they're hoochie mamas. Like, we all know what you mean when you say that. But okay.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I was more of an American Girl doll, generally, but
Made of money.
but Polly Pockets I did have a run-in with, so I'll go Polly.
I'm doing Polly Pockets also because my mom said Bratz were slutty.
Yeah, they're the devil.
I do remember watching a Bratz movie. There was like
Yup.
a really good animated movie, but yeah, definitely. I was like Barbies or Polly Pockets.
I will go with Bratz dolls. I feel like the worst parent ever because while other moms were saying no, I was like, I think I was embracing the Bratz doll back in the day.
I think that makes you
You're ahead of your time. Yeah.
So, Dara, tell me if I'm going to get this story wrong, but say it was like, I don't know, 8th
I
birthday or something.
definitely have
Yeah.
told this. I've
Oh, you
told this
have?
before on the pod.
Wait, tell
about
it
how I
again.
received a boy Bratz doll for my birthday. And when I unwrapped it, I literally looked out at the audience of people watching me open my presents, and I said, what am I supposed to do with this? Because I was like, the boy ones are not fun.
Mom
I'm
was
like,
like, what the hell
they're-
am I supposed to do with this?
what the hell am I supposed to do with this? It's like they're about fashion and girlhood. I'm like, I don't want a boy brat.
Yeah, they give it a skateboard, and that's like, what? That's it.
Whatever.
And your
But
cousin
it was really
Emily
rude.
broke
She
into
cried. Yeah, she
tears.
definitely
Yeah.
she cried. Because that was harsh of me. That was
I think that's a fair criticism, though. I think.
No, I was being a little bitch. Is what it was.
Next one, Scooby-Doo or Stitch?
Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo would eat Stitch.
Yeah, I was a big Scooby Doo kid, so I'll go Scooby.
I have to go Stitch because I also wasn't allowed to watch Scooby Doo.
What a shame.
And also, isn't he like a dumb dog?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
well, he-
Stitch is like a highly intelligent alien.
So you're making your case.
I'm making my case that I would pick Stitch. Yes.
You make a good case.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, Lauren, Stitch would demolish Scooby-Doo,
Isn't
right?
Stitch like kind of aggressive and like violent?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
true.
like,
That's
dog.
actually true. Scooby would get mobbed. Scooby
Yeah.
wouldn't give a fuck.
Scoop would be dead in the water.
Scooby would be torn up into 17 different pieces.
Next one is driving in a car that's way too big or driving in a car that's way too small.
I am a small person generally. I have like short legs, so I don't mind a little car because like I have to push the seat all the way up to reach the gas pedal anyway. So it's not like I don't have a leg room issue, you know? And I don't like to feel like I'm 10,000 feet off the ground when I'm driving. That scares me. Why am I in a tank? So I would say a little too small.
I have since having a Civic. I've been converted since I now drive a RAV4, and I love my monster truck. It's perfect. I
Monster truck.
I feel like now when I get into low cars, I feel like my ass is like sliding across the asphalt. So I'll go in a big car.
I would go big car because I have a Honda Civic, which is essentially on the ground, and I'm also like I feel like I could drive more dangerously with a big car.
Well, yeah, you can cut off anyone. You're like, what are you gonna do? Get hit, bitch.
I'm not dying. You might.
It really emboldens you. It does.
Yeah, that's the worry. Even when I drive your car, I'm like, wow, I'm above the world. Yeah.
That's Henry has a theory that's why like most men just own those huge trucks is just so they can cut people off on the highway.
I
like
would do that.
You're
man.
not using that truck bed for anything. Like it's so clean, they're so polished, and they're lifted off the ground. They've got like the extra bumper room, and they're just driving like assholes.
Oh yeah,
I would literally do the same thing. So.
I'm gonna go with I would rather have too big than too small. And a RAV4 is not a monster truck.
Yeah,
Where
RAV4 is a really
Civic?
reasonably sized car.
it feels gigantic. It's not like a Honda Pilot. I will admit.
Sure.
It's not a Honda Pilot.
My mom drives a Honda Pilot. That feels like getting into a tank. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like going from what do they call it? A sedan to like a bit like anything that has like 5 seat.
An SUV.
Well, no, an SUV. Thank you.
Yes.
Game changing. I'll never see the world the same way.
Well,
All right, this next one's for M. 2 Beatles songs: "Obla Di Obla Da" or "We All Live in a Yellow Submarine."
I will choose Yellow Submarine, but I do find both of these songs really obnoxious.
And fair. That's fair. Yeah, John Lennon hated Obla Di Obla Da.
of course.
But yeah, I'll go Yellow Submarine because that one was like meant to be a kid's song, where the other one was just Paul McCartney being an ass.
I only have a memory of Obla Di. Like I know Yellow Submarine,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm picking that one because I'm pretty sure it like CCD. The teacher would use that as like the Jeopardy song.
Yellow
Like, as
Submarine.
No, Obla Di.
Oh, okay. I
So that's
see.
like-
in your countdown.
Yes.
For
yes.
CCD.
So I'd have to pick that one for the traumatic memories.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'll go "Obla Di Obla Da." I used to love that song. Next
I
one.
liked it.
Next one. Next one is "Lawn Gnome" or "Googly Eyes."
I love both of these things. I'll pick a googly eye, but I'm partial to a lawn gnome as well.
I ate a diner that was fully lawn gnome themed.
But pretty basic lawn gnomes. And that was underwhelming because I feel like lawn gnomes are known for being like silly and goofy and funny.
They could have upped the
Yeah.
ante.
They could have
for
upped the
sure.
ante. They were all just like the regular standing gnomes. And I was a little,
Yeah.
but we did eat at one.
Underwhelmed.
Yeah.
I'll go googly eyes though. I feel like you can always get a giggle out of me if something has a googly eye on it.
I was going to say the same thing because like when you see them on like a mailbox
Yeah.
and you're like,
You
oh,
guys.
you guys.
you guys.
Oh, come on.
I'll go with lawn gnome. Dara had a period where she brought a lawn gnome pretty much everywhere you went, right?
Yeah, and I took pictures of it, and it had its own Instagram account.
Yeah, that makes
And it was
sense.
supposed to be like the Travelocity roaming gnome, but like just about me and where I was going. It was also ceramic. It was a ceramic gnome, so I was also like,
not easy
it was
to
like
transport.
it was like really fragile.
I forgot about this until you just brought this up. Oh my god.
Yes.
Like I wish I could forget about this.
Yeah, I do.
Pod Erin also had the place where you paint your own ceramic things.
Well, yeah.
She had one that she brought around like everywhere until
As a child, though, I was like
shipped
15
off.
when this happened.
Old enough to know better.
Old enough to make an Instagram.
The next one is when someone forgets your name or when you forget someone's name.
Oh, I would way rather someone forget my name. Most people forget my name because it's not super common. So I give people like between 10 and 30 like free passes, really. You have to fuck up my name. Like, we have to be years into knowing each other before I'll say something or like let it bother me at all, actually. Mostly if people are hitting the first letter, I consider that a win. And just like, even like, yeah, Dana, Darla, it's like, oh, it's like you're getting close.
You're trying.
I'm gonna go someone forgetting my name as well, because I feel like sometimes you can't tell, but sometimes you can watch them panic, and that's kind of fun. Like, you have no idea who I am or where I'm from, do you?
Like, working in a cafe, I'm confronted with both of these issues on a daily basis. I feel like when I forget someone's name, it's like normal, but when they like come in and they call me a different name, it's like so incredibly awkward, like secondhand embarrassment wise. So I would absolutely pick forgetting somebody else's name, as opposed to someone like performatively trying to be like, I know this person who's my local barista.
I'm a regular.
I know you, girl. Yeah.
You're like, nice try.
And it's like, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I would rather, I don't care if someone forgets my name, but I would not like to forget people's names, which I do on the regular. Next one is in High School Musical, when Miss Darvis calls it musical, or when Dara calls Lady Gaga, or when
I definitely did not invent that. Don't credit me with that. I did not invent calling her Lady Gaga, okay? Don't put that on me.
Please do not
Someone
credit
much
me.
greater than I came up with that one. That's trickled down.
Probably
like
something. Or something.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, probably like a gay man, like, finally made its way around to white women. That's, yeah.
Or when anybody says, I'm Batman.
Musical. Yeah, I'll pick the High School Musical reference for sure.
I'll go Gaga just because she's still having her moment.
I say Lady Gaga regularly. It's like part of my vocabulary. So I'd have to pick that.
I'll say Gaga because I thought Dara made it up. Next one is a cupcake with some kind of filling in the middle. Or a Ben & Jerry's with a core of chocolate in the middle. Or a chocolate lava cake from Applebee's.
Oh my god. My favorite thing to do is to go to the movies, and then after the movies you go get a lava cake at Applebee's and you discuss the movie. Nothing better. I'll pick the lava cake from Applebee's. That shit can be like so underwhelming, but it hits so hard. I don't really, the core is good, but it's sometimes I'm just like, I want normal, or I want it to be just dispersed. I don't want to have to like manage the scoop by getting the middle and then also getting the outside. I want to just do a normal scoop. Do you know what I mean? And then
you don't want to have to create your bite.
What was the first one, though? That's the thing I hate the most.
The cupcake with some kind of filling in the center.
Oh, my God. Absolutely fuck that. Because
That's
already...
like a cooking show cupcake. Like it's a contest cupcake.
The frosting to cake ratio on a cupcake is already abysmal, and you're giving me less cake, and you're giving me usually more fucking frosting inside. No,
dude. Some of the time too, it's like lemon curd, and it's the messiest shit you've ever had in your life.
One bite you get that's just straight filling.
Actually, it's just no good.
A cupcake is just not the time and place for this.
Agreed. I feel like in a cake, like, do you remember the infomercials for the cakes with the fillings? It was like Betty Crocker, or whatever. That feels more right ratio wise. But like you said, cupcakes are still just not the time or place. I'm gonna go Ben & Jerry's because I like to create my bite, and I feel like that is a good place for me to do that. A lava cake, I feel like I can't get a handle on that.
Like to create my
specifically from Applebee's. You don't fuck with Applebee's.
I don't remember the last time I've been to Applebee's, so maybe that's a personal issue for me.
Like, I would pick the molten lava cake, but I've also never had one from Applebee's. But I'm thinking it's probably the same as like a Chili's molten lava cake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like literally the same thing.
Yeah, they get it from the same.
Yeah.
Like it's from the
supplier.
same
From US
chemical
Foods,
supplier.
yeah.
Yeah.
They make it in a microwave. When you get it to go, actually, they give it to you frozen, and they just tell you like microwave it for 2 minutes
That's
because it just
awesome.
comes as a brick.
Like I'm
I
thinking
was
about
gonna
it and I
say-
want it. Yeah.
I was gonna say they give it to you for takeout, and surprisingly, it stays warm and the ice cream stays cold. So I'm like, you know that shit is fake, right?
It's all chemical.
It's sawdust.
It's plastic.
I will go with the fake lava cake though. Okay, the next one is from Africa, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba, or from Final Countdown, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da.
I think the Final Countdown is overused, like specifically in like Old Navy commercials and shit. Like I just feel like that's always
Yeah.
is that like copyright free or something? Like is it just
Oh,
can anyone use that? Probably. So I guess I'll pick the more niche Africa by Toto. Ba 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 da ba ba, but that one's also kind of annoying.
Just because I think it aligns with this movie that we're talking about. I'll go the Final Countdown because we did it as a stand tune in marching band.
I think I would go for the Africa by Toto song because every time I hear that, I'm transported somewhere beautiful.
aw. To 1986.
Yeah. When I was born.
Next one, Skittles or Nerds?
Skittles, I guess. But I like Nerds as the clusters, but Nerds by themselves are like whatever. But if we're talking about Nerds products, then I would definitely go for the cluster. But if it's a singular Nerd versus a singular Skittle, I'll pick the Skittle.
Yeah, that's a great way to think about it, honestly.
I don't know. Like I love the little boxes of Nerds that you would get for at like Halloween
Valentine's.
or Valentine's. Yeah.
Mhm.
Where you just swish it around and it really is gravel.
Yeah, like the fish tank. The
It's
fish
sugar
tanks.
gravel. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll go Nerds just because I'm having a moment here.
I'm thinking of Dara's comparison of singular Nerd, singular Skittle, and I would absolutely pick Skittles.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm. Well, first of all, the fact that Nerds were the perfect candy to put with a Valentine's card because of the size of them, I get that. But I need my candy to have a shape, so I'm going to go with Skittles.
Mhm.
All right, last one. Sleep with your socks on or sleep with your socks off?
Socks off.
Yes.
Even though I have really cold feet, I don't like having socks on. And I put my cold feet on Henry, and he screams in the night. He lets out a yelp, and he says, "Go put socks on." And I'm like, absolutely not. Why would I do that when I can just shove my feet in the crack under where you're laying? So
Makes
if you
sense.
sleep with socks on, you're kind of a psychopath. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not natural. You need to let your toes be free in the night.
Mhm.
in the night.
Well, it's also like you're not gonna warm up any faster. Like it's fat. You'll warm yourself up without your socks on. That's the whole thing. I'm gonna go socks with or without socks, sockless.
I think at a base, I'm sockless. I
Mhm.
think I would go no socks, but I have worn socks
Every
to
now
bed.
and then you
I've
have
been
to.
bad before.
I'm with you. Sometimes I'll wear them to bed, but I take them off pretty soon after I get into
Mhm.
bed.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
while
And then you
I'm
just have
sleeping.
Yeah.
socks in your bed. That's why I always just know myself and know thyself. I'm gonna kick them off because then there's like weird little lumps, and then you like roll over. And you're like, "What's pressing into my calf?" Oh,
Yeah.
the balled up socks that I took off.
But
Yeah.
I will definitely go with off though. And that's it for no theme, chocolate or vanilla.
Amazing.
Hell yeah! Thank you, Jen.
Thanks,
Thank
Jen.
you for
Yeah.
having me. Love you guys. Have an awesome night.
Bye, Jen.
Bye.
Bye. My main note for the movie, and it's a small note, but the whole like mockumentary style of it, I think it's fine, and I think it works well. But I just don't think they did like enough with it for me. I want like talking heads. Like I want like at first when they have the characters' names on the screen,
Yeah.
like and their like title and stuff. I'm like, let's do like cutaways of them like in a confessional booth, like we're doing reality TV. Like that would have been so much funnier. And then I feel like we would have gotten more like funny one-liner moments from the other teachers and like, I don't know, maybe some of the kids.
Yeah. I know, like,
I just felt like there was more they could have done with it, because at some point I would like forget that it was supposed to be a mockumentary, and then someone would do like a Jim from The Office fourth wall break, and I was like, oh, I'm like, so that's okay. Don't just use your mockumentary format as an excuse to like do fourth wall break jokes. That's kind of fucking lazy.
I did like the bias subtitle, like captions within it though. Like when they're talking about Camp Lakeside, and they're like, Camp Lakeside, where they get an offshore account and personalized iPad. And it was like, it was just random shit like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, very Monty Python-esque. It was just like the random ass subtitles. But I agree that I would have wanted like, I think I wanted more of them showing that it was like bias.
Yeah.
Like it was just as if it was one of them making it. That would have been funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, or have the like the documentary person also be a character.
Yeah,
I was always the bitch filming everything. I relate to that person, right? Like you were told to stand in the corner and do the
true, but I feel like that was. I feel like that was the point of Glenn's character, though, right?
That is true as well.
Maybe it is Glenn.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Maybe Glenn's behind the camera.
Probably. I mean, he was doing everything else. I loved the scenes of him being on the radio, getting called during Tech Week.
Go for Glenn.
I will say I liked what was her name? Caroline Kraus, the evil
she
lawyer.
was funny.
She was funny, and then there's the thing though at the end, like
during the show where she's not,
but also she's not totally evil. Like you see the moment after she hooks up with Troy, and she's like, "You know the documents you signed last night," and he's like, "Yeah, you're gonna like help me out of the foreclosure," and she's like, "Girl." She's like, are you fucking like, oh my god. But I did like her like evil girl boss, like, like gentrification.
That was my brainchild. Oh my god. No, I love her. That actress's name is Patty Harrison, and she's in a lot of Tim Robinson, I Think You Should Leave.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And she just does this like really dry, I'm gonna make you uncomfortable type of character that is just so funny. And I wish we got more of that in this, of her being like unwaveringly like
cruel,
kind of aggro towards him.
She reminds me of Meg Stalter, kind of, and like the I'm going to make it awkward. But like that's the humor, and you're like,
and like speaking very plainly.
Yes,
like, you do know what's happening, right?
Yes.
No, I love her. I wish she had more scenes.
I know. I wanted her more like evil energy, but yeah.
No, I wish we got a little bit more of what's his name? He's in that show Adults and
the costume,
Gigi.
He's incredible. Incredible actor.
I wish I got just a smidge more of Gigi.
I can no longer be doing piercings in the hut because somebody narked. Cassie's the narc. And then like the scene where he's like, Joan once said to me, "You're not talented. You can't sing, you can't dance, but you always look great." And everyone's like
Your
nodding.
skin is glowing.
And everyone's like, everyone's like, that's really, wow, that was so nice of her. It's like they're all like devoted to Joan. And I like seeing, I think more of everyone's like origin story with Joan.
Yeah.
A little bit. But like I wanted more of Clive, honestly.
Yeah.
The dance teacher. I feel like that was just such a good character. Or, oh my god, the scene where they're picking the cast lists. Oh my god,
it's like a seance. And they have all the candles.
And they're like, how can we discuss Tituba if we haven't picked a proctor? And it's like children doing the Crucible. Oh my god,
the Crucible Junior in the yard.
Yeah, and then Clive's like, well, you took all the good ones. What am I gonna have? And they're like, you can have this guy. And he's like, well, all right, okay.
Like, and I love it's like the start of Ben Platt's like weird personal rivalry with this girl.
Yes,
is Darla who they cast as old Joan, and ends up, leaving summer camp at the 11th hour to go book her big job that she did only with the help of Ben Platt or whatever cute little story arc that they have. But I just love how he is so sad. And that's also a way how theater teachers will be like vindictively like spiteful towards a weird specific child, and it's like because I love you and I want you to grow, but it's like, oh my god, it's like literally borderline bullying.
No, it's jealous. Yeah.
And I think when the final scene, like with the final Joan still, like when Glenn has been
Up on the stairs.
up on the stage, and then it's just like Ben Platt's character being like, holy shit, he's amazing. And I feel like it's like showing him getting softer and like
Yeah.
being like, oh, he's like, even his
Uh-huh.
preconceptions are being challenged. But it was just so funny because like you know that they're married in real life, and he's like, holy shit, he can sing.
Mhm.
Boy, can he sing. Billy Elliot. Boy, can he dance. But also hot. No,
Oh my
Galvin.
god, he looked fantastic.
I was
in
like-
drag.
I was like, wait, that matte lip, that like pearly shine, not matte, that like shiny lip.
I was
was like,
stunned.
I was stunned.
Mhm.
Like I was like, wait, she's amazing.
Yeah,
The
You know-
lash, the wig.
The wig,
Yeah.
It was
Glenn now,
giving.
Glenn now stars as Elphaba and has his own ring.
right? Oh my god, at that little operates his own harness. Oh my god.
Should we get into our regularly scheduled programming?
Yeah, I feel like for Fuck, Marry, Kill, who do we put with Amos and Rebecca Diane?
I mean,
Who's like the other,
I
like
would
maybe
Io's
an adult.
character,
I guess, yeah, maybe
Yeah.
Io Debris
or
Janet.
Gigi, or Clive.
because we'll
Or
also
can we just do all
Troy.
the teachers, I guess? Yeah, we will all kill Troy. That's true.
I don't know. I feel like let's throw Io in because I feel like that's actually that'll actually make it a difficult
What
choice.
is her character's?
I have no
I think
idea.
it's Janet. I think
Janet.
Janet, yeah.
I'm definitely gonna marry her, obviously,
Mm,
because I can't
mhm.
handle theater people like that.
Obviously.
And then I guess I'll have freaky sex with Rebecca Diane, and then I'm
Mhm.
killing Ben Platt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I think that's the only real answer.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the worst sex of my entire
Well, I
life with
do-
Rebecca Diane.
I do think Janet would be cuckoo bananas crazy in bed, but I cannot marry Rebecca Diane.
No,
So-
no. Exactly. So you just gotta.
But I do think Rebecca Diane would take care of me.
If I was sick,
If I was sick and dying, she would give me herbal tinctures.
exactly.
But do I want her? Do I want her around me when I'm sick? No.
We'd be doing
like she'd be singing to me and doing like sound
Yeah.
bowls, and I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, no. It would be like weird tantric sex or something like that.
Yeah.
Where she wouldn't actually touch you. And she's just feeling your energy.
Yeah.
And she's singing the whole time, and you need to
Exactly.
be quiet.
This is my
Yeah.
regular voice. This is how I talk. But yeah, I guess I would marry Io because
Yeah, you have to.
well, it's Janet,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
she's
Mhm.
just smash,
You have to, yeah, and it's just Ben Platt dead.
dead in the water.
And then honestly, out of the whole movie, I'm like even trying to consider who else
There's
to
no
even
one
consider.
else.
Like, I'm gonna marry the Airbnb guy who has the money to
Hot.
save the camp.
Rita.
Of course. Rita. Ooh.
Oh, a romp
Mommy.
with Rita could
Mhm.
be
She would
nice.
take care of me.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
does have a failing camp though.
And then I do have to do what's right for capitalism and slash Miss what's her name? Miss Patty. I
Of
forget her
course.
character's name here. Or just whoever. Camp Lakeside. I need to help tear
Oh.
them down.
Mm-hmm.
Caroline Krauss.
Caroline Prowse. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Financial consultant.
I would marry Gigi, I think.
No,
Um,
fuck. Gigi's too crazy.
You think?
Yeah, but she would make me clothes. They would.
Mhm.
They.
I've never seen that show that they're in.
Adults?
Do we? Yeah.
So good.
They're also in Overcompensating, which I also think was very
I
good.
thought Adults was significantly better than Overcompensating.
Interesting.
Like significantly better. I didn't even like Overcompensating.
I only watched like maybe half an episode of Adults, so I can't judge it yet, but I really enjoyed Overcompensating.
It was no
Mm,
wrong opinion, but
I mean, hey.
what's it called?
What show is Holmes in? I just know Holmes. Never mind.
But Adults was like one show that I've seen that came out, and they're like my age
Yeah.
right now,
Okay. Yeah.
and the actors are also
Mm.
my age.
Is it
Mhm.
supposed to be about college or
No,
like,
no, it's like the post college, but you're living with all the people,
Mhm.
like all your
From
best
college.
friends,
Oh, okay. Right,
Yeah.
right.
and it's like it's all of them being like, "Oh, we're adults and we have our life together,"
Uh-huh.
but they don't.
They're a
That's-
mess. Yeah.
So that's the
Uh-huh.
what's the word? Yeah, the irony.
Yeah, see, whereas
Yes,
whereas they're overcompensating.
Overcompensating. Haley is who I'm talking about. The character Haley. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Haley.
No, I really liked overcompensating because it was basically like about the time that we were in college, Dara. It was like set in 2016. Haley,
Oh, you're so
hold on.
You're old as fuck. You were a freshman in 2016.
Wait, who's?
We graduated high school in 2017. What are you talking about? We started college in 2017.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
I thought you
We
were
basically-
saying 2016. I was scared.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yes, Dara, she's fantastic. You should watch it for her alone.
Yeah, I love her.
She's hysterical in it. Oh my god.
They're besties with Caleb Heron, and
Yes.
I know them from.
Yeah, Caleb pops up in the show as well. And he's really funny.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the cameo
Mhm.
photos.
But you're getting together with all of your theater friends from back in the day. What are you guys eating and drinking when you watch this movie
Poison.
together?
I'm feeding them boys.
The iodine
No.
powder.
So I felt like my idea for a little cocktail
Mhm.
was based on the throat coat scene, which I thought was so funny of him like huffing the tea bags.
Yeah,
So I feel like
genuine.
you should do like an Earl Grey gin sour, you know, like a
Ooh.
tea inspired like lemon and Earl Grey and gin,
Uh-huh.
you know, cocktail because that's kind of feeling like that. But then I think you go the total other direction for the food. It's like, what would Troy eat? It's like probably pizza rolls.
Mhm. That's a great idea. I was feeling really inspired by my time. Again, this is not about band camp. This is about theater camp, but my time at band camp. And I was trying to think back to what I would be eating on the regular, and it was definitely a peanut butter and fluff sandwich and a bag of what is it? Ruffled Lay's. In particular,
Mm.
both of those need to be together. And then I'm gonna say you get about 4 Sunny D. No Sunny D, not Sunny D.
Ooh.
Capri Suns.
Sunny D's are so good though.
Love Sunny D's.
But you want
like about
Capri
4
Sun.
Capri Suns, preferably the lemonade or the fruit punch sort of flavor.
What? That's wrong.
My
Pacific
mom would give
Cooler.
me the Roaring
Yeah.
Waters ones.
Yes.
Ooh, Roaring Waters.
Strawberry kiwi.
I hated the strawberry kiwi, but
Yeah, I've seen your mom's like snack pantry. I was like, you actually have snacks in your household. And your mom's an entertainer.
yeah, she is.
I was like, this is impressive. She didn't have Roaring Waters ones. She had the full sugar ones.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh.
What about you?
Wait,
though?
were the Roaring Waters ones healthier?
The whole thing was
the
that they were
thing?
water. It wasn't
Oh.
juice. So it was just
But
like
it definitely
flavored
was
water.
the same thing. Like it definitely was the same thing.
Oh,
though.
entirely. Yeah.
I'm sure it was just like Capri Sun lemonade. It was like just lemonade sugar.
Sure.
But if it was
yeah.
a Roaring Waters one, it was like watered down lemonade. No sugar or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Wow, I had.
Yeah.
You're really opening my eyes. I never realized that.
Yeah, we never got the regular Capri Suns.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been pretty hard.
My friend just she started what she like. I didn't realize that the Mormons had perpetrated pierced through everyday culture, so that now I feel like I'm always seeing the cream in the soda, the dirty sodas.
Oh my
What
god,
is
yeah.
that?
So
But she
gross.
has, so she was like, "Oh, I'm getting XYZ for my Mormon bar cart." Is that what she called it? Yeah, I think a Mormon
Probably.
bar cart. And I was like, what do you, or a Nevada bar cart? I think that's what she called it,
Utah?
Nevada bar cart. But that means Mormon, and it was just, I mean, they, you know, she doesn't drink alcohol, but it's just like a cute little mini fridge for your sodas and all your various, because all Mormons are addicted to soda.
Well, yeah.
You know, she keeps Shirley Temple supplies in there, and she keeps always a bunch of Capri Suns too. And I'm like, this is the juice fridge. Like, just call it the juice fridge.
Yeah.
But which I'm like, wow, because Secret Lives of Mormon Wives popped off a little too close to the sun, and now we're integrating Mormonisms into our daily lexicon.
Honestly,
They're gonna win.
I can't say that I hate the Nevada bar cart though. Now that
Yeah,
we're
I
living in
think
very...
it's a cute idea. I mean, I love it because every time I'm at her house, I'm like, yeah, bitch, I want a
So just
Shirley
the fact
Temple.
that like a
Yeah.
Mormon lingo has now
Yeah.
infiltrated
Yeah.
our
Well, it's the whole
Mhm.
thing of like, listen, if and I know they're not Mormon specific, but it's very much still in the same vein. For anyone that hasn't watched that docu-series about the Duggars yet, like smiling happy people or something like that.
Yeah.
Watch that, because there genuinely is this conspiracy for evangelical Christians to take over the world. It's called Project, like, oh god, there's a name for it.
Eugenics.
Well, yeah,
literally.
Project Eugenics.
yeah. It's like it's like Project Adam.
Probably
or
called
some shit
like
that.
Project White Eagle or
Yeah,
something.
it's like some name. It's like Project Jonah or something.
And
like
that honestly sounds
right.
Project Jim Bob Duggar.
Exactly. But yeah, Dara, when you say that we're letting them win, you are absolutely correct.
You're right. Yeah,
Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah. I guess
Also, a shift towards conservatism. Lil Nas X jailed. We hate to see it. Have you guys seen about this?
What?
They
I have
basically
seen.
Why did he go
there
to
was like some disorderly conduct like charges that basically they stacked a bunch of similar charges on top of each other so that they could get him for felony,
Yeah.
basically on purpose to target him. And now
And he
it's
had like
this
a
whole
mental
thing.
health crisis, essentially.
he's had like a million publicly. I feel like it's like known information.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. But well,
But
on
his
the
song was in this movie, and I was like, I'll write down that we should bring it up. That
Oh
they
my
should
God,
bring Lil
yes.
Nas X.
Yeah.
When they're getting ready for
Because-
the
Absolutely. Well, on the same note, the rise of in conservatism, there's very much, at least in the lesbian sphere right now. Have you heard about this? I dare to call her a performer and songwriter.
I've never heard of
Betty
her
who?
until this.
Have you seen this about Betty Who going on some podcast and spouting some bullshit about
Renee
how so how she holds space for Renee Rapp because 10 years down the line she might fall in love with a man, and like just basically being so what would you, lesbophobic?
Well,
Is that the word?
It was her whole thing of being like, it's the issue stemmed from her literally being like, it's almost like illegal for a bisexual girl to have a boyfriend. And everyone's like, okay, but like, let's pause for a minute because it's actually not.
Mhm.
And it's like being like, oh, it's illegal for this to happen. And it's like, well, actually, like, sexuality and gender are actually being criminalized now in the United States, and you are in a very safe dynamic. That yes, you face backlash about being a bisexual girl with a boyfriend, but it's like who and when said that to you?
But yeah,
This is Betty Who is a bisexual woman saying this about
Yes.
Renee Rapp.
But then
That's crazy. I saw her on Broadway. She was in Hades Town
that's
when I saw
who it
Hades
is. I was like,
Town
she was
on Broadway.
famous somehow.
That's crazy.
it's
what the fuck?
it's just the
Ew.
it's
Also,
just
Snoop Dogg says that he's afraid to go to the movies because he might see gay people.
That's
True.
I agree, though.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
but yeah,
But
especially right now though, like lesbians I feel like are falling, like, or not even lesbians, but like
lesbians, they're always the fucking scapegoat, man. I mean, at the end of the people just cannot fathom that lesbians in general don't do anything for male attention or male pleasure. And people are like, well, what happens with one day this Betty Who person is like, oh, and I was like, I'm going to be a capital L lesbian because you're forced to identify
then
when
one
you're
day
queer. And I was like, girl, you are queer. I was like, this is the thing. I'm like, you're singling yourself out. And she's like, people are erasing bisexuality. And it's like, you're doing that. Like, you're the reason, because you're like weaponizing your sexuality against people being like,
against lesbians.
It's always against lesbians. It's always that, oh, maybe 10 years down the line, I might fall in love with a man. And it's like, girl,
But yeah,
I've given it a shot.
like these
It's not-
bisexual girls are falling for like this rise in conservatism like so easily.
Well,
It's amazing.
So many people were talking about how she said like alphabet mafia,
Yep.
which is like
Yep.
a right wing conservative like dog whistle. And it was like, oh my God.
But like,
Ew.
But it was literally her just like, I don't know, kind of preying on a lot of like compulsory hetero like sexuality that a lot of people struggle with, because she's like, well, you know, maybe one day down the line you're going to be obsessed with a boy. And it's just like literally her being like, I don't believe what Renee Rapp is saying. She's like, cool, girl,
Yeah.
good for you, but I'm still going to leave space for you in 10 years when you fall in love with a man. And it's like,
it's so disrespectful. It's so nasty. And like, yeah, it's just, I mean,
it's like there's no way that anyone could actually be confident and comfortable in their sexuality.
yeah.
And it was just such a little thing, but it's like when you're getting a platform, like and people are hearing that, it's like more powerful than like I was like, I don't know who this woman is, but now I know who she is because she's like spouting all this weird
exactly
shit.
I mean, hey, it's the same thing.
Fuck Betty Who.
It's the same
Betty
thing.
Who.
We've been hearing it from JoJo Siwa. We started hearing it from Fletcher. She did the same thing.
Another person that I'd never heard of before, and I'm like,
Interesting.
who the fuck is this?
Yeah,
Who's
she
this?
had a little bit more standing in the pop world. But
Yeah? I guess, but it's like no one is like. It's always the funny thing where it's like lesbians aren't claiming you.
Yeah,
We don't need you. No one like.
girl, it's all right.
And it's like it's a club that you can't get into, and
Yeah.
that's okay.
and that's
okay.
And honestly, I feel like you said with bisexual women and this whole like shift towards conservatism, and it is like easy to then lean into those more compulsory het things so that you are like more accepted by society. And that jealousy does come from observing it's like how it is to live free of male attention
Yeah.
and male standards.
Mhm.
And like they see that and cannot believe that you get to live in this world where
Mhm.
you don't ever, think about men.
Mhm.
And
Well,
well,
that's-
you're like, fuck, now I have to punch, towards that direction too, to be fucking shitty.
That's like a conversation I've had with people. It's like you are bisexual. No one cares that you're bisexual. Live your
Mhm.
truth. But like you
It's
have,
the fact that no one cares.
but
That's
like
the issue.
no one cares. But it's also like you have to admit that like male validation is important to you,
Mhm.
and that is not a
Mhm.
bad thing. It's okay. But then it falls into the people that are like, oh yeah, sorry, I have to go home to my stupid boyfriend who I hate.
I
And
know-
it's like no one wants you to hate your
I've known-
partner, and that's actually really weird
I've known
behavior.
so many girls that act like that too, and they're like, "Yeah, if he died, I would never date another man again.
And
I
it's
would
like-
just be a lesbian."
It's like that's
I'm like-
weird. Do you
I'm like-
hate him?
I'm like,
Weird
also,
that you're talking about him dying.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like-
nobody brought that up.
Yeah.
also like, dude, like if you hate your partner, don't be with your partner.
No, but it's also like it's like the assumption that like lesbians hate men, and it's like nope, they're just not a part of my life. I actually
Yeah.
don't spend any time thinking about how I hate men. I just don't spend any time. And
exactly.
people are like,
It's the Don Draper quote. It's like, I feel sorry for you. I don't think about you at all.
but it makes me. It's just one of those things where it's like I wish like more people would like. It's like you're uncomfortable in your bisexuality, which is hard. Which
Yeah.
like I agree honestly with that Betty Who person is saying is like you're kind of slotted into like labels when you're queer, and I felt that same way of being like
Yeah.
I need to have an exact label, but then you don't need to
don't know,
be
like-
making fun of people and belittling them for wanting to label themselves.
Because that's one of the beautiful things about the community is you can label yourself or you can literally just call yourself queer and that's it.
and that's great. But I think she just really
Fuck Betty
fumbled.
Who.
I'm sure she's gonna do some public apology soon.
I'm sure.
and be like, I
Or
really
she's
fucked up.
gonna be caught seen wearing a red hat out in
That's-
public.
That was
Sure.
literally my thought that I had. I was like, she's
Yeah.
gonna get
Right.
scooped up.
Like I said, again, with the JoJo Siwa, she's either going to be a trans boy in the next 5 years or she's going to go full tilt.
She's gonna be
Housewife.
Baron Trump's first
yeah.
lady.
Trad
Yes,
wife.
that was a trad wife. Thank you. Yes,
Trad
yes,
wife.
yes.
Like me.
Baron Trump's trad wife, JoJo Siwa.
You two seem like
Oh my
trad
God.
wives, you know.
Oh,
you
is
have-
that right?
Yeah, you guys seem like very subservient women.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's like totally. the
Well, you know
vibe.
me.
Yeah, yeah, as if, please.
But
Also in did you see that A24 is launching their AI division and that a bunch of people were looking into their money, and basically a bunch of Hollywood like production and other production companies have been wanting to buy stock in A24 for a long time, but instead of doing that, they turned to like Wall Street banks to get their money because they're like, we don't want Hollywood money, we want Wall Street money to make our movies, because they didn't want the like creative restrictions that Hollywood money comes with, which makes sense for A24. It's like doing a lot of, more cutting edge stuff, but in taking the Wall Street money, they've then allied themselves with big AI people
Bro.
who are now basically funding for them to open this big AI films division.
What?
And it's like this. Look into it. I think it's a really bad sign of things to come, honestly.
That's really
Um,
sad if A24
We'll
is
have
doing
to
that.
see where it ends up going, and I'm interested to see other like independent film production companies like Neon and Janus Films, and I don't know, I'm just thinking more about those ones. I'm like, damn, if they're like where their money is coming from tells them that they have to do this shit, like fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm
Dear
sure
Lord.
A24 is also like not
Whoever
you know.
Guillermo del Toro's studio is, whatever the name of that
no, for real.
is it Pinocchio or something? But
Something like that.
he's like so staunchly
Oh, yeah.
anti-AI. So at least we have one horror icon. to
Yeah,
look
we got him in
towards.
the he's in the
But
pocket. at least.
he needs to rework a deal with. I'm so pissed that Frankenstein movie, is it not going to be in theaters, or it's only in select theaters?
I don't know.
only
It's
in,
It's
like
literally
straight to
happening
Netflix.
because of, I'm pretty sure, him talking shit on AI.
Yeah.
like that's why they're not doing a theatrical
Well,
release.
that's always
you
how it
say?
works with big studio collectives. It's like he's like vocally against something and they're like, okay, well, it's also probably that his movies take a lot more money
Of course.
because it's so hands-on, because it's so creatively driven, that they're like, okay. It's like sort of the stuff that happened with Francis Ford Coppola's movie.
Mm.
Was that half those studios were like, dude, we are not fucking funding this because it's taking too much money.
Mhm.
Like that was why that whole weird like rollout with that movie,
Yeah.
Megalopolis,
Yeah.
like sucked.
Of course.
Is because like no one, it was like he made this deal that it was like, oh, we will produce the movie, but you have to do your own marketing.
Mhm.
So maybe it's something similar on that vein
Yeah.
of like they're making him fund it and it's weird now.
Oh, I wouldn't be shocked.
But
Yeah.
But the like absence of movie releases in theaters is the thing that I'm like, what the fuck do you mean I can't go see it in a movie
Yeah.
theater? I have to watch it on Netflix. Like,
yeah.
what the fuck? But I did have a really good experience at the theater, and I feel like this is a good sign of like the K-pop Demon Hunter movie being so successful on Netflix that they then rolled out a theatrical release
Oh, really?
for it. Like, I like that, you know, I hate that it has to do well on streaming first,
Mhm.
but I like that push towards like when it's doing well, it's like people want to go out and see it.
Mhm.
And have you seen it at all?
No, I've heard amazing
I've heard
things
that it's
from
like an
multiple
incredible
people.
movie.
So I also didn't really know anything about it, and I had a friend be like, let's go. He bought the tickets. We show up, and it's a sing-along screening, and the theater is packed, full of children aged 8 to 14
Yeah.
who knew every word to not only the songs, but also the dialogue to the film.
I'm
They
sure.
knew all the fucking words to it. It was so hilarious. It was so funny to see all these kids like know all of this K-pop Demon Hunter shit. It was just like, it had me cracking up. Everyone was having such a good time. The movie was really cute too. It was really nice to see kids like being so engaged with something that I also thought was like a good piece of media
Mhm.
with a, you know, good messaging that I was glad that they were clearly receptive to. But just like a fun theater experience like that, I'm like, this should be showing that they should be putting all of their high budget movies
Oh,
into
yeah.
theaters.
Of
Like,
course.
what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that is theater kid energy too. That community aspect of it.
Yeah. The sing along.
But what would you follow this movie up with? It's really hard to top, honestly. This is kind of a perfect movie.
Yeah, it's like humor level. I don't know what would quite like make me vibrate at the same frequency that this movie does. So then I was thinking more that I felt like this movie was really underrated when it came out. Like nobody else had seen it. I didn't see too much like, again, it was like really niche theater community people talking about it, but just like not a lot of like movie people buzz about this movie. I was like, what the hell? Like award season obviously got totally overlooked because it's just like is not one of those kinds of movies. But another movie that I felt like was wildly overlooked that came out the same year, starring Molly Gordon's boyfriend, Jeremy Allen White, is The Iron Claw.
Oh yeah.
He was in that.
So,
Yes.
so you do a full emotional 180 and you go to Wrestletown.
I've heard that's a great movie. I've still yet to see it.
I haven't seen it either, but I'm scared because I know I'll
Huge. It was my snub. It was my snub of the Oscars for that year for sure.
I think it was most people's snub of the year. I'm gonna go for a hard 180 as well because again, I don't think that you can really top this movie. But I think that you go the route of when the performance takes too much of a toll on you. And what's the best movie for that? Black Swan. I think you go full Black Swan. You watch Darla's Arc and you fill in the blanks.
Oh no! But yeah, really like child's prodigy turned like cracked adult.
Yeah.
Yes. What
Well,
do you
when we
think?
were talking about this earlier, I was like suggesting multiple movies, and Emily was like, well, multiple people from that movie are also in this movie. And I like hadn't even clicked on that. So I
what
was
was
like,
it you said?
I said Booksmart because I feel like Booksmart is who these kids that went to theater camp grow into.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
Um,
And it's the Noah Galvin, Molly
Yes,
Gordon
of course.
crossover.
That, and also just, like,
Io.
The little, oh my god,
Oh,
she's
wait.
in,
No, she's not. In
I was
it.
bottoms.
Yes,
No,
yes,
Bottoms. I'm thinking of
but then
Bottoms of
you're just
Booksmart
thinking-
live.
You just said
Yes.
the movie you just said, like you were like the performance Black Swan, and then it made me think of like a chorus line
Ooh.
because it's also like the behind the scenes like
Yeah.
kitschy vibe, and I feel like that would honestly like pair really.
I haven't
well.
seen that still. I
Oh,
would
that's
love
one of the
to.
best movies of all
I would
time.
love to. But
It's
that
one-
does make sense. That makes perfect sense.
It's one of those things that you argue that like the movie is better than the musical. Same with like Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
The Chicago movie is like
It's
incredible.
stunning.
A chorus line movie. Well, it has half of the original cast in it too, but it's like it's stunning.
Yeah,
It is a stunning movie. I actually am gonna say a chorus
a
line.
chorus line. That's a great.
Yeah.
We'll have to watch that after this.
Super modern to like flashback. Oh my god, we should totally watch it. Oh my god, I would love to watch a chorus line. It would be so good.
Yeah. But out of 10, what are you giving this?
8.
8?
Mhm.
I'm gonna give it. It's a 10 for me, honestly.
Whoa!
This movie doesn't miss. I think and every time I'm laughing, like I feel like sometimes, usually with a rewatchable movie, like the jokes wear off. They really don't for me.
You know, that is a really good point. I was gonna be like 9.5, but like I would give a 10 out of 10 to any movie that I can rewatch
Mhm.
on loop, and I can watch it as a comfort movie where I'm not listening. I can watch it
Mm-hmm.
actively.
Yep.
I can like make other
Start
people watch
halfway
it.
through.
Yeah, start halfway
right.
through, make my friends
Do
watch
the
it,
dishes,
they'll love
come
it.
back.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
I think that is a perfect movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. 10 out of 10.
Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Oh my God.
doll.
Huge honor. Incredibly
And thanks for
generous.
bringing us this wonderful movie to review. I had
Oh.
such a blast watching. I watched it twice because I was
Yeah.
like, today while I was doing the dishes, I was like, let me put it on again. And then I was like on my couch, like locked in.
Yeah.
It's so
Because
good.
you might as well.
Yeah.
But if anyone has suggestions of their favorite movies or just movies you want to hear us talk about, drop us a line. We have an email. We have a suggestion box on Spotify, whatever. You can DM us on social media if that feels appropriate to you as well. Themes for things also. We love
Please.
input. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And goodbye and good night. And thanks again, Lauren.
Oh, thank you.